Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the campus here at Bishop Guertin High School. We have a treat for you today. Jason Roby here, along with the highlight guy, Steve Cody. It was minus 44 degrees out last night, an absolute balmy evening. A couple of degrees warmer today, especially in the gym. I am here with Coach Brad Craik as his undefeated and number one ranking Division I defending state champion, Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Well, that was a good segue into this. We'll take on the number 3 ranked Connecticut-based Mercy Tigers. And Coach, this is a team that top to bottom, when you look at the results of some of their games and what they have coming back from a year ago, this could be one of the toughest contests for you to date.
Yeah, these guys are good. You know, he's got a core group of seniors now that have been with him now for, obviously three plus years, and all of them have played, since they walked on the campus. So, we've enjoyed playing them every year except for the COVID year, and we've actually sort of watched that core group of kids, grow up physically and mentally. So It's kind of fun.
You're coming in here today. Obviously, you've taken care of Massachusetts' top powers. What do you see on film from this Tiger team, comparing them to, the Fians of the world, the Wachusett's of the world, and the Bishop Guertins of the world? What are you seeing on film?
Yeah, so they play as a real team. They share the ball great offensively. They're for a team that only has one kid, north of 5'8", they're actually incredibly physical.
Yeah.
So they're big and they're strong, just not long. So, we're not going to get to our spots very easily. I can tell you that. So I think it's going to be a pretty physical game, actually. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if it's a fourth quarter game. It usually is pretty tough with these guys.
Based on the court size and the type of style that they employ, kind of like a fight in a phone booth, right? If you think about it, and nowhere really to hide or to get your spacing in here. Your girls up to this point have played a couple of those games and seem to be pretty well tested in that regard. Are they aware of that physicality that could be waiting for them?
They are. We watched a little bit of Mercy film. Obviously, our core group of kids played against this group of kids last year, so there's a little bit of familiarity, although I'm not sure from day to day if my kids end up, remembering what they had for breakfast. But so, asking them to remember a year ago is a little tough. Nonetheless, they all took a look at the film. We spent a few minutes on them. I think we're going to be ready.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be ready. These guys, every time I think these guys are going to have a hiccup, they prove me wrong, and they usually come ready to play. So I would be surprised if that weren't the case again today.
You mentioned breakfast. I got to take a little sidetrack. I got to thank Coach Craik. I came from a 4-hour board meeting this morning, and I hadn't eaten any lunch. And I said, do you think your wife is coming to the game? Could you bring me some peanut butter crackers or something? And Coach Craik comes out with half a cheeseburger sub. He is my savior here today. So, Coach, got to thank you for that. I'm ready. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I got to thank you for the grub.
You got a little protein in you, right?
I am fired up, especially on a cold day. It's going to be nice in here, and obviously, getting back to the game. I know you got to get back down there, but this particular Mercy team, when you watch them on film, you say they're physical. They're going to run. For your kids, is there any incentive for them other than another win in the column? Is it a state pride kind of thing for you guys?
Yeah, look, our kid, yes, the answer is yes. Our kids came into the season knowing that we had loaded up with 6 out-of-state games. I think they very quietly, but in their own way, kind of made it a deal with each other that, they wanted to try to win every single one of those games. So this is game 5 of those 6. They've done a nice job in the first 4 games. We're going to have to show up and play well again today, but, I know it's on their radar screen. So, again, I'd be surprised if we didn't compete pretty well.
Same recipe for your team in terms of style of play, what you're looking for out of your girls?
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to do what we do. If they stop us, we'll figure it out. But, we're going to look a lot like we usually look.
He is Brad Craik, the head coach of the undefeated Bishop Guertin Cardinals. They will take on Connecticut State Power, the Mercy High Tigers. We'll take it down to the court for the intros in just a second. Thank you, Coach, and good luck today. All right, I'm going to cross over here. Don't mind my head. Beth Craik sitting right in front of me brought me lunch today. Of course, I don't know if we can move back or let's see. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah. The cozy confines of Bishop Guertin High School. Tim O'Neill from Nashua ETV setting up shop right next to us, so we're cozied up. Welcome. Jason Roby here along with the highlight guy Steve Cody, basketball action, state of New Hampshire. And rival Mercy High School comes to town.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the College Gymnasium on the campus of Bishop Guertin High School. This afternoon's Interstate girls basketball contest featuring our friends from Middletown, Connecticut. Mercy High School Tigers.
The Tigers, of course, coached by Coach Tim Coes. He's been there for 30 years, Steve. He's been there as many years as you've been alive. That's crazy.
In accordance with the rules and regulations of the New Hampshire
You're welcome.
Athletic Association. All student athletes, coaches, and spectators.
It's a team that a year ago was 19-6. They were their conference semifinalists. Their conference is the SCC, and in the state tournament, they were quarterfinalists. That is the CIAC. So we will meet the starting five for Mercy.
At guard, 5'8" senior number 3, Avery Coles.
Avery Coles gets the start.
At guard,
Coach's daughter.
senior number 14, Ava Siracusa.
Ava G, we'll call her that. I want to say hello to all of our friends watching in Connecticut. Sophie Hedge wearing number 20, another guard.
Forward, a 5'7" senior number 35, Melina Ford.
Number 35, Melina Ford. 5'7" forward. And number 44, a sophomore, 5'7" Mercedes Artiz.
Tony Calcaterra, Stacy Troiano, and the head coach of the Tigers is Mr. Tim Coes.
Mentioned Tim Coes, the head man for the Tigers. And now we'll meet the starting five for the defending Division I state champion Bishop Guertin Cardinals.
At guard, 5'8" senior number 1, Brooke Paquette.
Number 1, Brooke Paquette, 5'8" senior guard.
At guard, 5'8" senior number 11, Olivia.
Olivia Murray, 5'8" senior guard. 6 points away from 1,000, Steve. We'll keep an eye on that.
At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 12, Hannah Lynch.
Number 12, Hannah Lynch, a 5'11" junior forward.
At forward, a 6'1" senior, number 15, Megan.
Megan Stack, 6'1", senior forward.
And at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 30, Kate.
And number 30 is Caitlin Wheeler, who is quietly having an outstanding season on her own here.
Our Mike Paquette, Michaela Zebrak, Scott Brandon,
And we are just about ready for the national anthem.
Mr. Brad.
So we'll be right back after the national anthem, and this should be a good one. Settle in, get yourself some popcorn,
And continue to serve her.
and get ready for an unbelievable game here this afternoon. Great rendition of the national anthem there. I have Beth Creek sitting in front of me And Beth, any truth to the rumor that was Colleen from Cornwall on the national anthem? Maybe so. All right. If she's here, we'll get her for a halftime interview. We are just about ready to go here. Connecticut State Power, Mercy High School. The Tigers invade the gym here at Bishop Guertin High School to take on the #1 ranked Bishop Guertin Cardinal team, the defending state champions. They are undefeated up to this point. They have beaten a couple of out-of-state rivals from Massachusetts. They have one more Massachusetts team on the docket in Central Catholic, but this one here promises to be a good one. This Mercy High School team comes in at 13-3, and they are a handful. This is a team that doesn't have a lot of height, a lot of length, but they are physical. They do run, and a team that returns their top 8 players from a year ago. Coase, Hedge, Gian Siracusa, Artiz, and Ford are all back. They have 2 players that they consider their 6th men or 6th women off of the bench. It is a loaded team, and they are prepared for that opening tip play. You can tell just by the way they set up their jump ball. We are ready to go. Jump ball goes into the backcourt. It'll be taken by Lynch. She'll get it to Paquette, and the Cards will set up in the half court. Little motion, backdoor cut. Murray with the reverse, and getting things started off quickly is senior Olivia Murray. Here comes the pressure now. Ball gets inbounded to Coase. She loses her dribble, needs some help, gets it back. Crossover dribble back to the right, working against Paquette. Over onto the baseline now. Tigers will set up in their half court. Coase at the point. Guertin implying player-to-player defense here. Artiz got it over across the top, and they will reset, looking for some motion. Coase once again. The ball gets tipped, and they're going to call Paquette with her first personal foul. So they're going to call this one tight. It appears that she had all ball initially, but maybe touched the arm. Ava G inbounds the ball, going baseline, jump shot. No, in and out. It was a good look, and Murray tried to save it into Stack. They said her foot was on the line, so Mercy will run an out-of-bounds play here underneath the hoop. Good job of inbounding the ball. Artiz now, and same book, different page as the ball gets thrown out of bounds. Paquette now, directing traffic. High post is Stack. Paquette still looking for some movement. Cards with some stagnant feet out there. Paquette will go through. Kick back out, Lynch. And the Cards continue to show great patience. It's a Mercy team that seems like they know the offensive sets of Guertin. It goes to Stack. We expect the double team. Murray, kick back out, Paquette. Now on the low block, and Stack lost the handle, and it looked like she was getting ready to dish it to Wheeler, who was alone on the low block, the opposite low block, as she was going to face the double team. So turnover will give the ball back to Mercy. And here comes the home run ball. It was a well-designed play as they picked Hana, and on the board is Mercy. Well designed there by the Tigers. That was Hedge on the other side. Paquette forces the issue, and she goes in with the left. 4-piece now. Coase, crossover dribble. We'll get some help from Stack. That leaves the baseline open. Little baby hook is no good. Lynch clears the boards, gets forearm shivered. No call. Cards come back the other way. Paquette thought about it. Dribble drive, lost the handle, and the Tigers will run. Good body control underneath, and that was Gian Siracusa with the deuce. They'll call her Ava G. Ball poked away. Good quick hands by this Tiger team. Murray directing traffic. They get the ball in the low block. 3. The Tigers converge on Stack. They'll get knocked out of bounds. Cards with the out-of-bounds play. We are locked up at 4. 5:33 to go here. First quarter of action. We'll see what they employ. Paquette takes the ball out of bounds and finds Stack. Here comes the double team. They're going to call it on the floor as she got hacked on the double. It's going to be on Sophie Hedge. That's her first personal. That's the team's first personal. And once again, Paquette taking the ball out of bounds. Ball comes to Murray. She's not shy. Back iron, no. Rebound gets tipped, and Lynch will run it down around half court. Going underneath, and a good play there. Well designed. Wheeler from Stack. Good recognition as Stack saw the height advantage, and Wheeler is on the board. 6'4" Cardinals. And good quick hands by Paquette. Tried to dribble through it, and the referees will confer, and they're going to give the possession to the Cardinals. I can't tell from here, but I think Coach Coase disagrees with the call. Yahtzee from the outside is Murray, and she's got 5. 1 point away from 1,000. Ball comes around up top, and Murray almost stole it. Ava G hands it off. Kicked out, 3-point attempt, no front iron. Paquette will run, finds Murray. This could be it, and it is. And we'll have a stop here in the play. Murray's got 7 of the 11, but more importantly, that is the senior's 1,000th point here. 4:34 to go in the first quarter to get that business taken care of quickly. As right in front of us, we have the 1,000-point banner for Liv Murray. You can see the back of it, but teams celebrating. And let's be honest, it's 1,001, so she's actually broken the threshold. 1,001 points here. And they will quickly just use it as a timeout and then do some celebrating after the game. But that is a huge moment for Liv Murray. And you heard it here first on the highlight guy. We knew all about it. We were prepared for it. If you are watching Bishop Guertin girls basketball, you are watching on the highlight guy. Jason Roby along with Steve Cody on the moving pictures. There can only be one. It's the highlight guy. Ball to be inbounded there comes to Coase. She'll dribble with the left, bothered, harassed. Breaks the pressure. Oh, and down goes Coase. Not sure if she tripped, but this is not what we want to see as getting the roll. There was Murray. Paquette limping around a little bit. Hope she's okay. She appears to be all right. She'll fall back. We'll keep an eye on that one as driving the paint, thrown up, no. And I think that's going to be Stack. No, they're going to give it to Murray. And that will be Hedge heading to the free throw line for a pair. Or excuse me, not Hedge. That is number 14, Ava G. Misses the first. She'll get a second. Kate Daly will check in, and they'll make sure that Paquette is okay. Seems to be, but a good move there by Coach Craik. 1 out of 2 for the senior guard. Pressure coming now from the Tigers. Stack working, finds the backside. Oh, and then one opportunity as Wheeler takes a forearm shiver to the abdomen, knocks down the bucket, and will get a chance for 3. This is my WWE call, Steve. Foul will go against our ties. That's her first personal. And Wheeler completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. She has 5. Ball kicked around into the low block. It goes, kicked out, and Wheeler's hands were fast as she tipped that one. Good job defensively. They'll reset in the half court. No shot clock here in the state of New Hampshire, so something Connecticut is not used to, but will have the opportunity to work through their full offensive regimen. Ball goes on the low block. Up another. Get out of my kitchen. Leather souffle. Stacks recipe. Sends it towards Nashua ETV. The only thing that would have made that one better, Steve, is that if it had hit Tom King, our friend Tom King, and over there calling the action, longtime Nashua Telegraph. Glad to see those guys here. Fired from the outside, Yahtzee! And that is Ava G on a three-pointer. She's got 6. Yeah, our friend John Collins, Tom King, Tim O'Neill on the moving pictures for Nashua ETV also calling the action here. You know it's a big deal. Ball ripped out of the hands of Muller, but we're going to get a foul call. Paquette will check back in, and they're going to say the foul, I guess, was on Muller. I think. And, or either that or it was a jump ball, so no harm, no foul. Muller will mark up against Ford. Ford setting the pick on ball. Coach Coes directing traffic. And the Mercy Tigers will set up, trying to get the ball on the low block. No, this is Ford. Loses the dribble at the elbow. Good quick hands there by Muller. So tit for tat, she got it back. Paquette from the outside. No, in and out, follows her own shot. No, box out, and one opportunity for Paquette. Checking in for the Cards is Hannah Lynch. She'll come in for Wheeler. All right, we got a lot of shout outs to give here for the highlight guy. Of course, we have to start it off with the Cooks in Maryland, the Lilies in Maryland, and Paquette completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way, home of the Terps. So hello to the Turtles, the Cooks, and the Lilies. Uncle Mike and Jane in Florida, how you doing? Deuce and the family in Chi-Town, the Windy City, Chicago. And, of course, Colleen from Cornwall. Great job on the anthem, young lady. From the banks of the Hudson, it's Colleen from Cornwall. And Coach Coes, I think, wants a timeout. Instead, they'll just change the play, as doing the honors is Ciccarello gets the ball in. Dribble drive, baseline, Ciccarello gets it back. TB goes up tall, kick out there. Ford got it out on the wing. Pretty stroke by Ava G. She couldn't get it to go. And good heads-up play by Stack. Cards get possession. Also Madison Bignini getting some action here as well. Bignini, Donlin, Ava G. Pick on ball, Stack, backdoor cut. No answer for the 6'2 Muller. Expect to see a lot of the height advantage being taken care of on the floor now for the Cards. Dribble, oh, and they're gonna call a travel as Ava G looks like she ran into a brick wall there. Muller had set her feet. And the travel is called. Stack will come off, get a break. Bignigny will check out. Wheeler, Murray, Lynch, Muller, and Daly on the floor for the Cards. The double team was coming. That means someone is open. They're going to say it went off of Lynch's hands last, so they're going to give the ball to Mercy. So Tiger ball on the far sideline. Cards employing some full court pressure here. They're extending it. Here comes the long throw. They'll throw it back into the backcourt. A couple of options built into that play. Crossover dribble by Coes, working against Daly, the defensive stalwart for the Cardinals. This is Wheeler now, working on Donlin. She didn't want it. She was looking for Ciccarello. Dribble drive, crossover, and a pretty move by Ava G goes up with the left and in. Nice move there by the guard, the 5'8" guard. She's got 8 daily now. Cards in the half court will work the ball around the perimeter. Everybody beyond the three-point arc here. Muller flashes out. They get it underneath, and another three-point opportunity. The Tigers have no answer for the height advantage. And what they are doing there, fans, is they are drawing Mercy away from the paint and then flashing in through, and they have the height advantage. We'll have to wait and see if they try to close down that lane a little bit more, but by bringing everybody beyond the three-point line, it's clearing the lane for the height and the length of the Cardinals. Three-point play the old-fashioned way for Wheeler. Tigers now in the half court, kicked out. Ciccarello gets it to the low block. Pretty recognition on the backside of that one. And Ford finishes it up, but a good team effort on that particular play by the Tigers. Daly, pick on ball. Muller, way beyond the arc. Pick on ball again. Hana goes up high off the glass and in. Good body control there. 26-12 Cardinals. Full court pressure still being employed here. It's not going to be easy. Ball stolen at the buzzer. No. So we will come to the end of one action-packed back and forth action from the campus of Bishop Guertin High School. Your score, the Bishop Guertin Cardinals 26 and the Mercy High School Tigers 12. Jason Roby here along with the highlight guy, Steve Cody, on the moving pictures. It is a packed gym here this afternoon as cold temperatures couldn't keep these fans away. A big moment for Liv Murray as she drops her 1,000th point, and she's moved on even further from that as it's a great day for her and the Cardinals, but a lot of work to be done here in this one. This is the number 3 ranked team in the state of Connecticut, and talking to Coach Coase earlier this week, this is a conference, the SCC, which has 4 teams that are or have been ranked in the top 5 in the state, including the number 1 team overall. And Coach Coase's team is in the mix. And he is a fiery guy and excited to come here and continue this tradition of playing Bishop Guertin. But make no mistake, he didn't come here to lose a game, nor did his Mercy Tigers. This is state bragging rights as well. New Hampshire versus Connecticut. 8 minutes on the clock, second quarter of action, and we are underway. Paquette, bounce pass, elbow extended, kicked out to Wheeler. She's not shy, back iron, no. Good job by Murray not to go over the top. And quick hands by Lynch, they're gonna say she reached in. So we look at it, that's Hana's first personal to go with her 2 points. Meanwhile, Murray's got 9. Mercy now trying to stay out of the trap. Lynch slid over. They'll reverse the floor quickly, and it goes to Coase. Coase, one dribble. Ciccarello back to Coase. Coach Coase would like to see more ball movement, less dribbling, and going up was Ava G. She missed it. Cards will run. Lynch goes up. No, going to call it on the floor, blocking foul, I believe. It's going to be Kate Donlin. Nothing easy here on those dribble penetrations to the hoop. Murray to take the ball out of bounds. And a quick substitution as Madison Bignini will check in. Donlin will get a break. Smaller floor here at BG, but these kids are running with their hair on fire. Underneath, and a late call there as Wheeler went up and got hacked in the act. Another foul call by Sophie Hedge. That's her second personal. That'll send Wheeler back to the line. She's got 8 so far on the afternoon. Back iron on the first. Want to say hello to Catherine Hartley, Nana and Aunt Catherine from Bangor for Olivia Murray. So how we doing out there in Bangor? Can't get there from here. Yeah. Must be beaming with pride on that 1,000th point, gotta believe it. And we're gonna get a timeout call by Coach Coase. And that had unfortunate written all over it. Coach Coase, of course, gets the timeout in time prior to that one. 27-12, Cardinals up ahead of the Mercy Tigers here. And welcome to the jungle. Although I'm not sure Cardinals or Tigers reside in the jungle, do they, Steve? The Tigers roam the jungle? Maybe? Okay. I don't know. I digress. So BG will again employ the full court pressure here. Gian Siracusa takes it out of bounds, finds Coase over the top. She'll reverse it. Left hand, no trap on the far side. Get it up the floor, and they'll work it. Coach Coase is all kinds of fired up on the sideline over there. It's like a one-man show. I love it. Ciccarello now. Little whirling dervish trying to work on Wheeler, and great defense, and a steal there by Hana. Over the top, Murray, Paquette. Oh. And she'll head to the line for two. And that's going to be Ciccarello's first personal. Cards are now in the bonus. Acoustic shadows here, not yet. Paquette hits the first. Paquette's second attempt. Rattles in and out, 1 out of 2 for the 5'8" senior guard, and back the other way comes Hedge and the Tigers. Crossover dribble, no. Good help defense by Stack, and the length is just getting to this Mercy team. The Cards will have no mercy on them. Lynch, rebound, Paquette, they'll run. Kick out, Murray, no. Underneath, 3 Cards converge, and they don't come away with it, but you can see as Ford gets up slow from the floor, there were 3 6-footers surrounding her going up for that rebound. That is just tough sledding all the way. Murray to do the honors, comes into Stack. The senior gets it out to Paquette, and they'll work it back around. They go over the top. Stack, double teamed. And they're going to call the offensive foul on Stack as Ford hits the deck. So a good job by Molina. Heads up play there. 5 team fouls against the Cardinals. Wheeler will check out and Muller will check in for BG. Here comes the 2-1-2. See how this works out. Oh, it's man-to-man, excuse me. Looked like some kind of a half-court trap, but it was man-to-man all the way. Crossover dribble there, a little dipsy-do yahoo from Hedge. Hedge will drive, penetrate into the land of the Giants, and finish. Nice job by Hedge, good patience. Waited for that window to open up. Tried to get it underneath to Muller, went off her wing. Tigers will run, 28-14, 14-point Cardinal advantage. Coase thought about it, but she would have been shooting that from Hollis. Ava G got it over to Ford. This time not shy, back iron, and a good rebound there by Murray, and she'll run. She doesn't have the numbers. Hana, kick pass across the way, had to go airmail, and that was FedExed into the bleachers. Daly will come in, and Murray will head to the bench. It's a nice round of applause. A lot of work to be done here. 4:57 to go, first half. A 28-14 Guertin advantage. And if it's possible to call this, a little forearm shiver there to Paquette. No call. You are watching the rock fight in the phone booth here on the campus of Bishop Guertin High School. Pick on ball. And Daly loses her footing. Mercy from the outside, no. Begnini had a good look at it. Paquette checks her 6 to make sure no one was behind her. Saves the ball, went off of Daly's feet, and in the right place at the right time was Muller. Look what I found. Bucket, 30-14. Ball goes out of bounds. Ford keeps her balance on the tightrope, goes baseline, look to skip it. She does. Coase isn't shy. She knocks down a three-pointer. That's Avery Coase, first points of the afternoon. 30-17 Cards, 13-point advantage. Lynch now, triple threat position, looking for the flasher through the lane. They'll go underneath. Good defense there by Coase. She gives up a few inches to Stack, went with the long arm, knocked it away. Coming back the other way is Ava G, a player-controlled foul. So Ava getting called for the offensive foul. That's her second personal. Good job there by Paquette. Paquette will get a breather. Murray will check back in. Also, Stack heads to the bench. Daly now will come outside the three-point line. Underneath, Murray, no. Rebound, can't get it, and it's going to be a race for the ball. And the height of Wheeler, or Muller rather. Outside, Hana! Yahtzee! Underneath, chance for a three-point play, no. Ford ran the floor well, gets hacked in the act, and she'll head to the line for a pair. That one's going to go against Lynch. So she's got 2 fouls to go with her 5 points, and Ford will come to the line for a pair. 5'7" senior forward. No. Coach Coase exchanging recipes at the scorer's table. No, 0 for 2 for Ford, and Murray will clear the board. She'll slow things up, start directing traffic. Coach Coase imploring his team to dig in. Step back, no, pretty shot, and going up was Hana, and she grabbed that board. Underneath, Muller, left hand, no, rebound, yes! And they will again extend the full court pressure. Here comes the trap. And that's the way you beat it. You skip it across the way. Nice job by Mercy from the outside. No, it was a good look for Hedge. She couldn't get it to go. Cards will run. They don't have the numbers. Pulling back is Murray. Murray now. Got to be careful on that carry call. Oh, tried to force it in there. 35-17. 18-point Cardinal advantage. That's the everyday math working for me right there. Around the perimeter it goes. Up through, and I think we're going to get another foul call on Hannah. Kind of stuck her leg out there, I'm guessing. And I am correct. That is Lynch's third personal. And heading to the line, they are now in the bonus. I think it was called on the floor, so we'll see if it's a 1-and-1 situation for Hedge. I believe it is. All kinds of substitutes. Mixing and matching here going on. Ford will come out, and she's battling in there. I can tell you that much. This is Sophie Hedge. Back iron, no, it was a 1-and-1 opportunity. She missed the front end of it. Murray, left hand dribble, Paquette, elbow, goes up high, can't finish. Daly tried to get the board, but was a little late getting there, so back the other way comes Mercy. Round the perimeter it goes, 150 left in the first half of this one. Ava G, the one-hand runner, pretty shot and in. Paquette, three-point line. Oh, good ball fake, good shot fake. I don't know how she split that, but it was like a hot knife through butter. Knifed her way in there. Going for her CDL license, weaving in and out of that traffic. And a blocking foul called against Paquette, and she couldn't believe it. So once again, Mercy in the bonus, and heading back to the line is Sophie Hedge. 37-19. Paquette will come to the bench. Muller will check back in for the Cards. Makes the first, earns a second. Coach Coe's conceding this one way or the other. Two out of two for Hedge, the senior guard. 1:13 to go, first half action. Tigers are picking up in the half court. Bounce pass, high elbow. Didn't look like Wheeler was expecting it, but she got it. Now she directs the traffic. Good pressure defense here by Mercy. Murray now. Pretty bounce pass there, and call is going to go against Mercy as Coach Coes is in the ear of the referee, and he says, I know how to handle this. I'll just call a foul on your team. 37-21. Cardinal advantage. Murray heads to the line. Front iron, no, but going up strong and getting the board. And going to get a travel call there on Murray. Brooke Muller kept that one alive. She hit the deck, but it found its way into the hands of Murray. She gets called for steps. 37-21, 45 seconds to go here. First half action from the campus of Bishop Guertin High School. We'll see if they hold on for the last shot. They do not. Ball's partially blocked, and it finds its way into the hands of the tallest player on the floor. She was going to play the point. They think better of it. 25 seconds now. Murray working way out top. Ball comes over across the top to Wheeler and then back to Murray. They are spreading the floor here. Behind the back, Dipsy Doo, step back, no, she's not shy. Oh, a good effort, and Daly keeps it alive. Yahtzee, a three-point call, and they're gonna call another foul, and I'm not sure, but I think it's gonna go a technical on the coach. I thought so, yeah. He was yelling at the shooter as the ball was shot. I believe it was Murray, was it not? I was kind of looking at the Tiger bench as that shot was being let go, and there was yelling going on there, and I think it's going to be a two-shot technical. Technical is going to be assessed to the bench. So Murray will head to the line here. This is the first. Knocks down the second. So a 4-point play in essence. 41-21, 1.9, but not to be confusing what's happening here. It was a technical foul. Cardinals will get the ball back. 1.9 seconds left now. Give it to Murray. They come over the top. Muller at the buzzer. No, and no foul call. Coach Craig wondering, how is that not a foul? And we'll head to the half here, a 41-21 Cardinal advantage. Coach Coe's having a conversation with the Stripes at half court, and passion is the word I would use. We'll go with that. So, an unbelievable first half action. What we saw during that first half, Murray notching her 1,000th point and then some. Paquette, dribble drive. Doing a nice job finishing at the hoop. Hana with a couple of big buckets. Wheeler was on fire early, and Muller establishing herself in the low paint. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, it was the Ava Gian-Siracusa show. She led the way for the Mercy Tigers with Coes, Hedge, and Ford rounding out the scoring for the visiting Mercy Tigers. We're going to take a timeout here. We're going to catch our breath. We're going to come back in what promises to be an exciting second half full of action here on the campus from Bishop Guertin. You are watching The Highlight Guy. I'm Jason Roby, along with the guy on the moving pictures, Steve Cody. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back here to the nest on the campus of Bishop Guertin High School. You are watching the highlight guy. Steve Cody is on the moving pictures. Jason Roby doing the color commentary and the play-by-play for you. Got to give out another shout-out. Auntie Ann and Whitney from Saco, Maine say, go Livy. And if you are watching from Saco, Maine, you know that Liv Murray has eclipsed the 1,000-point mark. So Nana and Aunt Catherine also from Bangor saying hello. So Liv's got an entire family watching. I heard it was minus 370 in Maine. Not quite sure if that's the case or not. Everything's always colder there, right, Steve? I don't know. All right, hello from Maine. Yeah. Ball airmailed over the top, and it's going to go off of a Cardinal wing or foot, as it were. Talon, maybe? Cardinals have talons? I don't know. Anyway, Mercy to inbound the ball. Nice play there. Ford goes up against Wheeler. No, she gets the board. Stack and the Cards will run. In the half court now, Paquette will set things up. A 20-point advantage for BG, 41-21. Hannah, left side, kicks it out to Murray. Murray looking for help. Able to find Stack on the block. Want to go back to her, they do. She's on the baseline now. She gets rid of it. Very unselfish play by the Cards. And they've got Stack alone. They are leaving Stack fairly uncovered here. Now they're on her, but she was wide open a couple of times on that high post area. They weren't marking her up. She'll pick for ball. Paquette, step back, no. Rebound underneath. Stack can't get her own. Tried to get the rebound, missed it. You don't see her missing that type of a shot very often. 7 minutes to go, and that's going to be Wheeler going for the ball, but she'll get called for the personal. And that will be Wheeler's first personal, I believe. Ava G to inbound for the Tigers. Hello to all of our friends from Connecticut. You are watching the highlight guy here in the Granite State. Back up top now goes to Coase. She'll cross over, come to the right. Thought about bringing it baseline, kicked it back out. From the outside, G misses. Ava G had a good look at it. And they're going to say jump ball call. Cards possession, and the Tigers will employ some full court pressure of their own. A 1-2-2, and nobody standing on the far side, all alone. Finally, they find it. They had nobody on the backside. They go to Stack, and a pretty play there for the senior. And believe it or not, folks, that's Megan Stack's first bucket of the game. Just goes to show how well balanced this team is here. Mercy, ball gets stolen. Wheeler on the run, finds Hannah. Oh, and gets hacked in the act. Now that foul probably would have been averted if Hannah had stayed on the left side, came back to the right where Ford was occupying space, and as a result, Hannah gets hacked in the act. That's going to be Ford's second personal, as Lynch will head to the line for a pair. Slow rotation on that one. Trickles the twine. Lynch has another. Front iron, no. 1 out of 2 for the junior. Back the other way comes Mercy. Coase now. Marked up closely by Paquette. Got it back out to Artiz. Kept the dribble, goes up with the left, too hard, but Artiz followed her own shot, kept it alive from the outside. Yes, so Artiz, although she didn't score, gets credit for that basket by keeping it alive on the offensive board. Coase knocks down her second three. Stack, she's not shy. Front iron, no. Going out of bounds and jumping for it there, keeping it alive. And they're going to call Murray for the travel. Wonder if she dragged the pivot foot or if she palmed that ball and carried it up and over. Great hustle play there by Wheeler as she dove on the floor for that one. She'll mark up Ford. Ford crossover, loses the dribble, gets it to Coase. Coase uses the pick The double team was coming. Nice job underneath, got the ball to Coe. She kept it alive. It's going to go into the backcourt. And a good effort there by our ties to try to keep it in play. She couldn't. Murray inbounds to Paquette. They get it to Stack on the low block and tried to skip it. The Mercy Paws got a piece of it, and back the other way comes the Tigers. Thrown up, and a good opportunity there as going up for the shot was Ava G. She got hacked in the act, and Hana quickly has her fourth personal here. Ava G will head to the line for a pair. She led all scorers for the Tigers with 10 in the first half. TB checks in for Lynch. Ava G gets a second. Two out of two for Ava G. She's got 12 points. Paquette nearly loses the handle, finds a streaking TB. No, don't know if she called glass. Trying to clean up the boards, and we're going to get a jump ball call. Possession will go to the Tigers. That was Wheeler tying up Ford there. And that'll be important from the standpoint of the next 50-50 ball will go the Cards' way. Or jump ball, I should say. Pick on ball there, no. Coes loses her dribble. Ford has to pop out. Will work against Wheeler, trying to drive. Oh, and a forearm shiver there. Offensive foul called, and Wheeler feeling the effects of that Ford forearm. So that'll be Molina's third personal. Mercy now falling back a little bit. There was some miscommunication. They reversed for 3-on-2. Cardinals. TB goes up strong. No. Clears the glass. No. Followed by Stack. And she cleans up the mess. She brought her own Windex to the party. And that one going to go off the foot of Coes, and not much you can do about that. She knew it. Just got caught up there a bit. Back the other way come the Cardinals, 46-26, still a 20-point advantage, but it doesn't feel like it at times. Stack, no. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Ciccarello cleared the glass, and Coes will bring it up the floor. Ava G now looking for some help. Calls an offensive set, working on Paquette. Behind the back, nice bounce pass towards the baseline. Ciccarello finds herself alone at the elbow. Around it goes. Ford cleans it up. There'll be no easy buckets here, but Ford will head to the line for a pair. And that one is going to go against Muller. That is her first personal to go with her 6 points. Ford will head to the line for a pair. Ford knocks down the first. Daly will check in for Murray. Ford back iron, no, but Ciccarello got the rebound. Chance for a double possession here, no. And Stack able to get that one. Paquette crossover dribble. Bounce pass. Nice ball fake there. Oh, and it looked like our ties kind of ripped Muller down a little bit. She'll head to the line. So that'll be Mercedes Artaiz. According to the book or the scoreboard, she's got 3 personals. Muller misses the first. She'll get a second. Hedge will check in for Ford. 3:24 to go here, third quarter. Muller 1 out of 2, 47-27, still a 20-point Guertin advantage. And foul goes against Brooke Muller. That's her second personal. Going to be 14 fouls on Guertin, 3 for the Tigers. And quickly coming in here just before the ball is inbounded is Donlin and Benigni. Coes and our ties will get a break. Ball comes in over the top. Ava G working against Daly. Pick on ball. Daly still staying with it. Baseline. Good help defense there. Can't get the roll. And a pretty rebound by Muller. Cards will run. Paquette. Daly. No. Rebound. And they're going to call that one, I think, again off the top of the backboard. And another congratulations to Olivia for her 1,000 point from Aunt Christie, Jared, and Jackie from Maine. We are popular in Maine. Thank you for watching us here on the Highlight Guy. Huge day for Liv Murray, and her family approves. No call there. Ball around, rolling around the floor. So play got a little sloppy there during that 10 seconds of action. Ball kicked out. Ciccarello got it over to Benigni. Benigni, baseline jumper to the outside, and a pretty make there by Hedge. Coach Craig going to call timeout, talk things over. Lead down to 18, 2:04 to go here. Third quarter of action. Coach Craig not liking something he saw there, so they'll make some adjustments. This is a Bishop Guertin team that will next play on the 7th as they host Manchester, or they travel to Manchester Central, rather. It'll be a coaches versus cancer game here at BG. All proceeds for the game here to benefit the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. So Guertin will make their second trip to the Queen City. They've already faced Manchester Memorial, and they will head back to play Manchester Central. Another congratulations to Olivia from Aunt Karen and Uncle Mike from South Twin Lake in Maine. And as always, thank you for watching us here on the Highlight Guy. A lot of basketball left here. This one far from over. 47-29 Guertin advantage. But it's a Mercy team that's giving them all they can handle. No call there. He wanted to blow it. He didn't. Paquette got the rebound. And that was an interesting one as Paquette went up, waved off the foul, got her own rebound, put it back. So back to 20. Coach Coe's wondering, if you put your hand up, you got to blow the whistle, and I have to agree with Coach Coes on that one. Paquette now trying to mark up Donlin. She does. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Ciccarello will do the honors. Ball inbounded to Benigni. She goes up top. And a little leather souffle banished from the kingdom of hardwood. Oh, they're going to call a travel on. Yeah, and it was. She took 3 steps. The balcony Muppets can't believe it, but it is true. There were 3 steps taken there. Believe me, nobody wanted to see that one go in more than me, Steve Cody, because it was a great move. If it was the NBA, it would have been and one probably. Mercy from the outside. Ava G throws one up. No, good positioning there by Wheeler, and Murray will run. And she has it poked away from her. And a near collision there. 49-29, Cardinals ahead, 107 to go here. From the elbow, pretty dish underneath from Paquette to Wheeler. 56 seconds now, third quarter action. Donlin, Ciccarello marked closely there, and they're going to call Wheeler for the hack. It's a good call. And you can notice the pink whistles that the referees are using here. That's because of the coaches versus cancer. They do it in pretty much all the sports in the NHIAA here. Murray will run, finds Wheeler on the other end, and a pretty play there as Wheeler finishes it on the dish from Murray. Coach Coles will take a timeout, wants to talk things over. 53-29. Cards starting to get a little breathing room here in this one. Jason Roby calling the action for you on the play-by-play, the color commentary. Great crowd here this afternoon at Bishop Guertin High School for a 3 o'clock tip. The weather outside is clearly very frightful, as last night, checking my weather station, Steve Cody, minus 45 with the wind chill factor. But that would not keep us away from the gym today, not for this game, as the Mercy Tigers visiting from Connecticut, the number 3 ranked team in the state of Connecticut. And as Coach Coes indicated to us, the number 1 team in the entire state resides in the CAA conference, or rather the SCC. That is the conference that they play in, the Mercy Tigers. My apologies. Was never really good at letters. The days of good grammar has went. 53-29, 35 seconds to go here. Ciccarello will bring the ball over half court, marked up cautiously there by Wheeler. Donlin now, crossover dribbling, a pretty one. Does she kiss the glass? No. Back iron, she got her own rebound. Good first step there by Donlin. Pick for Ava G. She'll drive, throws one up, and they'll say it went off of Ava's hands. Coach Coes does agree with that. Ford will check back in. Hedge will come out. Coes will check in. Looks like Ciccarello will check out. And Murray, forearm shiver in the back. A carry called on Murray, and that's something that we've been noticing here. It is finally being called, but clearly the forearm shiver to the small of the back was missed. Cardinals continuing to apply the full court pressure. This is Ford. Nope. And that one going to go off the paw of Benigni. A Benigni Tiger, if you will. Not a Bengal Tiger, but a Benigni Tiger. Wonder if she's ever heard that. There you go. So 53-29, timeout called on the floor. And this has been a very physical back and forth game that has a few side stories. The biggest one, of course, is the 1,000 points for Olivia Murray, the 5'8" senior guard, needed 6 coming into today to notch that 1,000th point. So far, she has 13, so a little bit of breathing room there. Olivia Murray, of course, unlike running backs, you can't run backwards and lose yardage, right? So those points will stick. A Mercy Tiger team that is 13-3 on the season. They play in the very, very ultra competitive SCC league, where, as we mentioned, several teams, 4 teams to be exact, are ranked in the top 5 in the state, including the number 1 team. And they want a legal substitution there on the sideline, trying to get the 6th man on the floor. Stack from the elbow, back to the basket, kicks it over to Paquette. Yahtzee! And that was Wheeler from downtown. A lot of folks watching. Next stoppage of time. We got a whole lot of shout-outs to give out here. Ball stolen there. Paquette will run. She's got Murray. She says, nope, I'm going to take it all the way. Thank you very much. Paquette coast to coast. 58-29, and they will fall back and pick up in the half court. 7:10 to go here in the 4th period. No, rebound, Cards, and they are owning the glass here. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, knocks it down, and Liv Murray, she's got 15. Wheeler has 16 for the Cards to lead the way. Crossover dribble, Ava G, slicing and dicing, no. Back the other way come the Cards. Paquette tried to airmail one, and that's Ford intercepts it, but falls out of bounds, and she's up slowly. She'll sleep well tonight. Sophie Hedge will check in for Ava G. Paquette having trouble getting the ball inbounded. Tries to go over the top to Stack. Does underneath all alone. No. Wheeler cleans up her mess. Windex. Bounty. Glass cleaned. Paquette marking it up at half court. High post it goes Ford. The runner in the lane. Pretty move there. Up and over Stack for Melina Ford. She's got 5 and hitting the deck hard. Good sportsmanship there, as taking a second to get up was Murray. Walking gingerly there to the free throw line. So Murray, front iron on the first. As we said, Nan and Aunt Catherine from Bangor say hello. That is for Liv Murray. Auntie Ann and Whitney from Saco say, go Livy. Sam Paisner says, let's go Cardinals, with 3 exclamation points. Spazer 45 says, let's go, Tom Brady style. Marla Bono, shout out to Caitlin Wheeler from Uncle Ron and Aunt Marla from sunny La Quinta, California. Spazer 45 says, let's go Caitlin Wheeler from your cousins. From the outside, no. Rebound, Paquette comes the other way. Underneath, and a good save there. And Muller going to get called for too many steps. Nice job there by Wheeler, catch and dish before the travel call. Well, I was reading those shout-outs. Did Murray hit those shots? Do we know those free throws? Was she 1 out of 2? Yeah. Hit the second. She's got 16. Over and back there. Turnover will go to the Cardinals. Lynch will do the honors. Comes into Paquette. 63-31. 32-point Cardinal advantage. Up and under and in. Hey, Liv Murray, have yourself a game. She's got 18. She and Wheeler, 18 apiece. Liv, three-point play the old-fashioned way. She's got 19. Wheeler checks out, and checking in for the Cards, Kendra Patel. Senior gets her first action here. Ciccarello over to Ford now. Foul line, runner in the lane comes up short. Patel started with the rebound, knocked it over to Paquette. Cards will operate in the half court. 4:52 to go in this one. Paquette was looking for the roll, and unfortunately Muller just kind of stayed on the elbow. Ball turned over. Ciccarello will fire from the outside. No, Patel comes down with the rebound, was blocked out of bounds by Ciccarello. Cardinal ball. Ava G will check in. Ford will take a break. Murray to Lynch. Lynch will run the point here on this possession, at least until she gives it up to Liv. Murray now, right-hand dribble. Got to be careful. That carry's going to be called again, I'm telling you, folks. Liv's got to be careful there. Paquette now, bounce pass. Backdoor cut, no. Hana dishes it off, and Paquette, Yahtzee! 38-point Cardinal advantage. We are in running time. Ava G. No, back iron. Good job on the boards there by the Tigers. That was Hedge going up high for that rebound. Coes will set things up. Hedge crossover on Lynch. The runner in the lane goes up and in. Pretty move there by Sophie Hedge, the 5'8" senior guard. Notches her 10th point. She'll get a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way, and that'll close the book on Hana. She'll foul out of this one. 6 points, but it looks like Coach Craig heading to the bench here. A couple of new players in for the Cardinals. Going up strong, Patel comes away. Good positioning on the boards there as Daly will run. Looking for help. Top of the key, back over to Kuchelakis. Kuchelakis loses the dribble, needs some help, and the Cardinals will call timeout here. A couple of new cards are into the game. So a 63-39 advantage for the Cardinals. 3:14 to go here. It will be running time because the advantage is greater than 35 points. Ball inbounded there. Cards will sit up in the half court. Take their time, they'll work it around the perimeter. And a good effort there, but it's going to go off of a Cardinal, so Mercy will get possession. Maddie Long, by the way, is number 2 who has checked into the game for the Cardinals, as well as Talia Drapo. Maddie Long wore number 13 in the last game, in case you were watching. Drapo dons number 3. Long marking up Coes, kick out. Drive for Ava, pretty runner in the lane, and she knocks down another. Ava G having a good game. Ball is left for Daly. She wasn't ready for it. Back the other way comes Mercy. Puts on the brakes, they fly right by. Ava G gets hacked in the act. That foul is going to go against Patel. That's her first personal. And Gian Siracusa will head to the line for 2. No. And knocks that one down. Cards in the half court. The runner in the lane, no. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Hedge down the right side. She'll crossover dribble between the legs. Heads to the baseline, throws one up, no. And getting the rebound there was Kuchelakis. Back the other way comes Daly. Crossover, elbow, backs it up. Patel now, left-hand dribble in the lane. Goes up strong, no. Rebound ripped down by Donlin, and the Tigers will run. Into the corner now. Ava G airmails that one and airballs it at the same time. Ball will go off of Drapo's hands. Tigers keep possession. Coase will check out, Ciccarello will check back in. Fired from just shy of half court. Knocking that one down was Hedge. She's got 13. Daly thought about it, and a little forearm shiver there to mark her up. Foul will go against Donlin. It's going to be a moot point as Donlin will head to the bench. Daly will head to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. And now they're saying it is not 1-and-1. So only 6 team fouls there, not 7. 40 seconds left in this one. We'll see if we can't get a couple of cards up here for our post game. Murray and Wheeler potentially. Bounce pass outside, fired from the outside. No, rebound goes to the Tigers. Long had a good look at it. Crossover dribble. Tigers in the half court. As we mentioned, this Bishop Guertin team will be back in action in 3 days' time. Tuesday evening at Manchester Central. 5 seconds to go in this one. And it ends on a steal. Maddie Long at the buzzer. No, it will not count. But that doesn't matter. It is a Cardinal victory, a 30-point Cardinal victory, as they will finish this one off against perennial Connecticut contender Mercy High School to the tune of 69-39. We're going to see if we can't get Wheeler and Murray up here. Pretty tight confines up here today. Wheeler and Murray? Yeah. Going to try and get Wheeler and Murray up here. Wheeler had 18 in this one, and Murray, let's see, had 19. So the dynamic duo today. Let's see if we can't get those young ladies up here. I think we'll share a microphone. Steve Cody.
Excuse me. Can you slide down one seat? Just go down one. I'll stand right here.
Hey guys, nice work. You guys want to grab the mic? You want to go over here, Steve, or?
Yeah, you have to go back.
All right.
Down one step if you can.
I don't want to hold it. Oh, hold it.
Well, you don't need me on camera. We'll just use these two here. I got a great face for radio. So Jason Roby here along with the highlight guy Steve Cody. Our post-game guests this evening are one Caitlin Wheeler and one Olivia Murray. We're going to start with, I guess we'll start with Caitlin. I got to tell you, this year so far, I've watched you closely each and every game. You're having a breakout season, a terrific season. Tonight, kind of much of the same, 18 points against the number 3 ranked team in Connecticut. How does this one feel?
It feels good. We knew we had to do coming in here. It feels good. We knew we had to do coming in here, which is, play hard and play as a team. They're a good team from Connecticut, and I think we showed up.
And Liv, I got to ask you too, Kate. We'll go to Liv. Yeah, sure. Liv, 1,000-point score tonight. You needed 6 coming into this, and you took care of that in pretty short order. Within the first quarter, you had notched your 1,001st point. Was that on your mind coming into the game at all, or was it just a byproduct of what you guys wanted to do as a team?
I think it was just a byproduct of what we wanted to do. Like, I feel like all that really matters is that we came out and won the game, and we're still undefeated. That's just a byproduct, as you said.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And spoken like a true team player in terms of, the individual accolades are great and all those things look nice on the mantle 50 years from now. But what's most important is getting that team victory, no question. And Caitlin, when you guys practice, and I asked Coach Craig this in the pregame, are you aware of the teams that you're playing? And if so, does it become a matter of like state pride? Like it's a New Hampshire's potentially best team against one of Connecticut's premier teams. Does the team talk about that in terms of like granted state pride or anything like that?
Yeah, we do. Coach Mike always says, put New Hampshire on the map, put an exclamation point on who we are. But we mostly just focus on us. I mean, we know we're playing good teams, but focusing on us is the major point.
Yeah, well said. And Liv, back to you. You had 19 points today, as we mentioned. You guys like to run and gun, and oftentimes you're feeding one another on the fast break. It's like Wheeler's in a track meet. I see her on the defensive side of things. Next thing I know, ball's in Murray's hands, and Wheeler's standing like 3 feet from the basket. It's like back and forth you guys go. Do you focus a lot on conditioning during your practices?
Yeah, we do transition probably every practice. Brad's like really intense about transition. We get a lot of easy buckets that way, so we definitely work on that with a lot of running. Yeah,
no question about that. And Caitlin, I'll go back to you. When I watch you guys play, it seems like you never take any opponent for granted. You knew who was coming in here today, but really you just tried to play your game, right? I mean, along those lines, when you play a team like this from Connecticut, is it more about what you guys do than what they do that counts or what matters?
Yeah, a big thing of emphasis that we focus on is just focusing on us and getting better us every single day, because we know what we need to do better. So what the other team does really isn't as big as a deal as us.
It's freezing outside, ladies, right now. Minus 44 on my temperature gauge this morning outside. But after today, after this huge win against Connecticut State Power, anything planned for the after party in terms of your 1,000-point scoring? I got the balloons up there. I got to imagine maybe there's a little celebration in line after this one.
Yep, we're going to celebrate Liv.
Awesome stuff. Well, I think I would be remiss if I didn't say you'll celebrate this one, put it in the rear view, and get ready for Manchester Central, because I think your prize, in my estimation, is probably a lot bigger down the road. Is that right?
Yeah,
safe to say?
100%.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us. Liv Murray, Caitlin Wheeler, 19 and 18 points respectively, leading the way. A lot of fans watching on the highlight. You guys want to say hi to anybody? A lot of people watching you guys from around the globe and spreading their well wishes to all of you. So thank you again, ladies. There they are, seniors extraordinaire. Well, all right. Well, that was a good one. 69-39 victory for the Cardinals, and they come away. It was a close game at halftime. Double digits, but it felt a lot closer than that. A lot of a physical play going on down low, and I think we've said this from day one. Iron sharpens iron, and the more good teams you play, the more metal you create for yourself. This is not the first physical game these Cardinals have played this year, and it showed. They've played some pretty physical games up to this point, so they were prepared for what they were about to see today. Coach Coase and his Tigers from Mercy High School, that is a good basketball team, and they will do some damage in league play and in state tournament play, no question about it. They returned 8 players from last year's semifinal team and quarterfinal team in the state tournament, semifinal team in the league play. So clearly a quality opponent, and hope we get to see these guys again next year. But another check mark off the docket for this Bishop Guertin team. They will next see action 3 nights from now. We'll travel to the Queen City of Manchester, New Hampshire to do battle with the Manchester Central Little Green. I want to thank you all for watching us here on The Highlight Guy. For Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures, my name is Jason Roby. Stay warm, everybody, and remember, it's not the critic who counts, but you can always count on the critic. Be well.